Hi, I'm Mark and I'm passionate about English. Another windy day today. It's coming to the end of August and as usual we didn't have much of a summer. We had our 2-week heat wave where it was very hot every day for about 2 weeks, but that's about it. So I think you'll be able to see Louisa behind me. She's flapping her wings, and I think I've taught you before in another mini lesson inner flap. So inner flap means you're kind of a bit stressed or you're worried about things, so maybe seeing her flapping her wings will help you remember that idiom. Okay, so this is going to be another kind of little taster. There will be a pronunciation section in each lesson, in each course. So each course will have 4 lessons. Each lesson will be at least 3 hours, and the first course is available September the 2nd, 2013, in case you're watching this in 2020 or something. Because once the courses are up, they'll be there forever, I guess. And but yeah, I'll be looking at word stress, sentence stress, linking, all kinds of different aspects of pronunciation. But I thought, just for a bit of fun today, something which kind of is useful and something you could easily make a big mistake with is times. So if someone tells you a time and you get it wrong, of course, it could be you may not see them, you may be too late, or you may be too early and think they're not coming. And depending on your language, the way we say time in English can be a bit different. So let me just explain the very simple thing first. If we say 10 past 3, it means 3:10. But if we say 10 to 3, it means 2:50. Okay, so this would be the main area where it would be easy to make a mistake. 4:15, 4:15. 4:45, 4:45. Okay. So what I'm going to do is give you 20 times, and using past and to, but I just want you to write them down as the numbers. So if I say, got to try not to say one of those now. If I say 10 past 3, then you just write 3.10. Okay. And because in English that's usually how we say it. We don't usually say 3:10. We would say almost always 10 past 3. Okay. Unless you're talking about like when an airplane takes off or a train. But in general we use to and past. Okay, so question 1. And I will only read them once, and then I'll give the answers at the end. But before I give the answers, if you want to go back and then try again if you found it difficult, maybe that's a good way to do it. So number 1, 4:30. Number 2, 10 to 7. Number 3, 3:15. Number 4, 8:05. 3. Okay, in this case 3:30. 6:25 to 9. 7, 10 past 4. 8, 11:30. 9, 20 past 1. 10, 7:45. 11, 5 to 9. 12, 2:30. 13, 1:45. 14, 2:15. 15, 10 to 3. 16, 3:05. 17, quarter to 11, 18, 25 to 4, 19, 25 past 5, and 20, a quarter past 1. Okay, so like I already said, if you found that quite difficult, maybe just go back now and try it again. And when you're ready, watch the answers. So this time I'll read them again, and then I'll have the time at the bottom. Quarter past 4, 10 to 7, quarter past 3, 5 past 8, 3:30, 25 to 9, 10 past 4, half 11, 20 past 1, 7:45, 5 to 9, half past 2, quarter to 2, quarter past 2, 10 to 3, 5 past 3, quarter to 11, 25 to 4, 25 past 5, and quarter past 1. Okay, so how did you do? Okay, so I'll give you a few expressions connected with time as well. So if a very common time to meet in the evening, okay, you don't really want to say exactly what time because you're not sure with the traffic if you're driving. So you sort of say 7:30, but you want to say between 7:30 and 8. So we would say 7:38. So it doesn't mean 7.38, it means between 7:30 and 8. Or you could say 8:39 or 5:36, something like that. Okay, and if you want to meet but you can't be exactly at the, or you don't want to guarantee you'll be exactly 3 o'clock, you could say 3ish. So that means about 3. Or I'll see you at 7:30ish. Okay, well, you can use this for other numbers too, not just time. So yeah, how many people were there? Oh, 10ish, like this. And for time also, you don't have to say 7:30ish. It could be 3ish, 4ish, 5ish. Very useful. If it's just gone 10, it means it's about 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes past 10 o'clock. Just gone 10, just gone 9. We also say just after 9, or just after 10. If it's almost 10 o'clock, again it's 1 minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes before. Almost 10 o'clock, almost 11 o'clock, almost midnight. But if we say on the dot, it's 3 o'clock on the dot, or when did he arrive? 3 o'clock on the dot, it means exactly 3 o'clock. And we also say bang on 3 o'clock. So again, that means exactly 3 o'clock. Okay, so from time to time I go out for an Indian meal. Okay, so it means occasionally. Okay, not often, from time to time. Or very similar, every so often. So it doesn't actually mean I often go out for an Indian meal. It means, again, occasionally, every so often. Okay, if I could say I was waiting for the bus for hours on end. It means for a very long time. It may not be 3 or 4 hours, but it means a long time. But could be positive too. I like, if I go to a hot country, I like staying in the sea for hours on end. Okay, again, it could mean 1 or 2 or even 3 hours, but it just means a long time. Okay, I don't do this very often, but from time to time I stay out into the small hours. So the small hours are 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay, very, very useful if you haven't seen somebody for a while, a week or 2 weeks, or could be a very long time. We often say long time no see. Okay. Sooner or later. Okay, so sooner or later is saying, well, we don't know when, but we'll find out. So if it's coming up to September now, and I'm hoping lots of you will decide to pay the £10 for the first course of at least 12 hours. And I could say to somebody, well, sooner or later we're going to find out. So it just means in time. Okay, I haven't played football for donkey's years. Okay, so donkey's years means a very long time. Donkey is the animal, a bit like a horse, but smaller. So, and we had a few idioms with donkey. Talk the hind legs off a donkey means somebody talks a lot. But yeah, if you haven't done something or seen somebody for donkey's years, it means for a very long time. If you've got time to kill, so let's say you arrive at the airport too early. Okay, you were worried because of the traffic, but you get there 3 hours before you need to. You could say then you've got time to kill. So it means you need to do something to fill your time. You didn't have a plan to be there so early. So maybe you read a magazine or have a little sleep, or we say a nap, or 40 winks. A nap, 40 winks both mean a little sleep. Okay, here's another good one with time. It's time to call it a day. Okay, so let's say after a year, I've done all the courses, 12 courses, 4 lessons in every course, and only 5 people have decided to buy the courses. So somebody says, Mark, I think it's time to call it a day. It's time to stop, that means. Or with a footballer, of course they don't play so long when they get older, usually maybe 35 or sometimes 40 or a bit more. So he says it's time to call it a day. It's time to retire. Oh, this is one we've had in a few lessons. I had a whale of a time. A whale is it's not a fish, but the big mammal in the sea. It just means you had a great time, a fantastic time. And again, we could say about my website, people are saying, are you sure this is going to be successful? I say, well, who knows? Time will tell. So we don't know yet, but after some time it will be clear, successful or unsuccessful. So time will tell. Nobody knows at the moment. And we also say, we'll see. So it means, well, you could be positive or negative, optimistic, pessimistic about it, but actually nobody knows. Okay, but I have to stay confident. All right, so that's a kind of another example of, well, that's a mixture. A little bit to do with pronunciation and also some idioms. And what I would also suggest is, if you have time, if you want to, and you watch these lessons again, or even when I was saying the first time, is to actually repeat after me. So if I say 4:10, okay, so that's kind of natural English. We don't say 4:10, 4, or 4:25. We don't say 4:25, 4. Okay, so the more you can, we would say mimic my English, which of course everyone speaks a little bit different, but generally the pronunciation of words and the stress is going to be similar for most people. So take me as an example, and at least it's better than no example and saying it in a non-English accent. Okay, that's your mini lesson for today. I hope it was useful for you, and see you in the next one. Bye for now.